You cannot keep quiet. I can keep quiet without doing anything. You cannot keep quiet. Anyway, you will do something. Why don't you do something which is useful? Why don't you do something which will touch people's lives? That's all. So,
Namaste, world raisers, welcome back. Today we're gonna watch Raising Human Consciousness by Sadhguru.
Totally pumped for this one. I had no idea it was in the pipeline. Sabina surprised me. Raising human consciousness is what I'm all about. Raise the World Project now. Let's do this. So let's learn from Sadhguru. Maybe he can give me some tips. So, well, of course he can. So let's find out what he has to say.
right now the most important thing in the world is human consciousness.
Absolutely.
Tremendous technologies have come. All these technologies, if they have to become meaningful force in human well-being, it is first the human being that we need to work on. Great things are available in our hands, but if we don't have human beings who are in a certain level of perception and wisdom, then all these technologies can be a big disaster for humanity. At least if you are not empowered with technology, maybe we didn't have to so much bother about human consciousness, we could have allowed another 500 years of stupidity. But not anymore, the way the technology is growing. If human beings don't grow accordingly, we are going to make a big disaster out of everything. Do you see the disaster always lurking on the edge? It can just happen any moment. So when we are hugely empowered, when we are slowly with the aid of science and technology, we are becoming like giants. If you were just an ant, it was okay how you walk, you can crawl upon anybody, it's all right. Once you become a giant, you better walk carefully, isn't it? Extremely carefully, otherwise every step will be disaster. So in many ways, humanity has become a huge giant, hugely empowered. It's time that they walk very, very cautiously with full awareness, otherwise they will step upon themselves and finish it off. There are some things that need to happen around us. This is not my mission, it is not my life's mission that I have to fulfill it. If it doesn't happen, I will die unsatisfied. There is no such thing for me. There are people for whom some things are needed. Anyway, we are doing some nonsense in our life. Let's do something useful, that's all. Anyway, some nonsense we have to do, isn't it? You cannot keep quiet. I can keep quiet without doing anything. You cannot keep quiet. Anyway, you will do something. Why don't you do something which is useful? Why don't you do something which will touch people's lives? That's all. So, reaching out to another human being need not happen because you have taken a vow, I'm going to do it. Keep your humanity active, anyway it will happen. How can you not do it? How can you not do it that you hold as a part of yourself? So when it comes from that, it'll happen gently, well. You take up a mission, somebody will become your enemy, you know. Whatever the mission. If you stand up for a mission, there'll be some other mission which will stand against you. So don't take up a mission, just keep your humanity in full force. What has to happen, what you can do will anyway happen. So, you yourself cannot go to the village, you yourself cannot go to the slum and do all that. Somebody else is doing it, at least do something to make that happen, that's all.
Thank you.
Nice. Beautiful. Once again, Sadhguru, yeah, right down to business. Yeah, we need to be careful as human beings. It's the science and technology. I loved how he said, yeah, if we were just ants, if we didn't have the technology that we have nowadays and we were back in ancient times, it was limited with our ignorance and delusions and stupidity. But now the technology is there to, like nuclear bombs, they can wipe out whole continents now. So we need to be careful. We need to raise our level of consciousness and understand that in the reality, in the absolute truth of reality, we're all part of this existence. Human being is one creation, and we're together in that. And we need to recognize that we're all part of the whole, and we need to love one another and treat each other kindly. We're supposed to love our enemies. If you love your enemies, then you have no enemies, right? So if we all, and that's what raising human consciousness is all about. By raising your level of consciousness into a higher state of, acceptance and peace and love and forgiveness and understanding and letting things go as they arise, like when nasty people come about, you just recognize, okay, they're still in a state of ignorance, and it's not judgmental. It's just everybody's evolving. And then you let things go, and then you're maintaining a higher level and vibration, and that helps the whole field. So, fantastic, Sadhguru. Let's do it.
So he's talking about not taking up a mission. Does that mean like not taking up a belief system, or like a mission?
Yeah, I think he's talking about. So my first teacher, David R. Hawkins, he would talk about the do-gooderisms out in the world, where you're going out there trying to, forcefully change things, even though you think that you're doing a good thing in the world. But a lot of times it's going to conflict with somebody else's, belief system or what they stand for and their mission. And then it's going to create conflict. So I think he's just getting at is just, be a good person. And then whatever you're, destined to do will arise naturally just by being kind. It's not about trying to change anything. Like even with our mission for this channel is, we just want, to help people raise their level of consciousness, by us doing the same. So we're going to do it and then maybe inspire others to do the same thing just by doing that. But we've already come across some people who are already against us, just negative commentators, for instance, and it's just natural. So it doesn't matter. It's just, some people, they're not ready for that, and they're not going to see, what you're talking about. They're not going to understand, right? People are on different, levels, different vibrations, and that's okay. So, but we understand, what we want to do is just be good and kind and, learn on YouTube and share it with others. But we're not doing anything forcefully. I think that's what he's getting at. Don't go try to change people forcefully. Yeah. Just be a kind and good person, and then that'll help the world more than anything, right? Evolve spiritually. So be the change you wish to see in the world. Famous quotes.
Classic.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Gandhi, maybe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments down below. Let's keep this discussion going. What do you think Sadhguru meant by that? So don't take up a mission. Does he mean, let go of belief systems, or let go of, trying to change others? Let us know. We're not entirely sure what he's talking about, but of course we love his message. So if you like this video, please hit that like button, and remember to subscribe. It really, really helps the channel. And of course, comments, keep the discussion flowing and rolling. So we love you all so, so much. Thank you so much for being here with us for this video, and we look forward to seeing you on the next one. And remember, raise yourself
and raise the world. Thank you, and a very special thank you to all our members. We love you.
Peace.